Shalom Israel. All right. First, I want to start by saying all praises and glory and honor unto Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shai, okay? And double honors unto the elders of GMS, okay? And I just got a little lesson I wanted to kind of jump into, hit a couple scriptures, just kind of try to edify brothers, Lord willing, on just some of these breakdowns, not necessarily breakdowns, but just Daniel's the fourth chapter, and really more or less how we are living those prophecies, man. And some of the brothers, especially in the main camp, which I know the majority of GMS gets in and gets a chance to watch. Was able to see that they kind of briefly touched on this, but I just wanted to make sure that that I kind of just elaborated on this because I've been reading Daniel's for a while, and this book just kind of it resonates with me. I really enjoy this book, and I just kind of wanted to touch on this. So I'm gonna jump right into it anyway. I'm gonna just kind of read through Daniel's the fourth chapter, okay? And it's the brother Maccabee from GMS Colorado, and I'm just gonna jump into this right now. So anyways, fag ass demons just rolled by. Anyway, it's Nebuchadnezzar, okay, and this is the king of Babylon, all right, the king of Babylon, who the Most High was giving him I guess you could call them visions, but more or less they were probably nightmares unto him. So he's getting these nightmares, these night terrors, and he needed Daniel, who the Israelite, to break down kind of what he was seeing. So anyway, this is after the third chapter, and this is what this coon nigga was doing, man. So anyway, Nebuchadnezzar the king, unto all the people, nations, and languages that dwelleth in all the earth. And Babylon was basically had the majority of the nations of the world at this time in captivity, man, including Israel. All right. Peace be multiplied unto you. Okay. I thought it good to shew the signs and wonders that the high Yahweh hath wrought toward me. How great are his signs, and how mighty are his wonders. Okay. His kingdom is an everlasting kingdom, and his dominion is from generation to generation. All right. I don't want to try to get too deep into this breakdown, but more or less, I would like to honestly say that he thought that his kingdom was the kingdom of heaven, man, which is ignorant as hell. And if you understand the scriptures, then you know that that's not the case. Nebuchadnezzar was most definitely not Yahweh Shai, nor was his kingdom going to last forever and ever. Okay. This is verse 4. I, Nebuchadnezzar, at rest, or Salakia. This is how it reads. I, Nebuchadnezzar, was at rest in my own house, and flourishing in my palace, and I saw a dream which made me afraid. And the thoughts upon my bed, and the visions, and the dream, Salakia, just for me. And the dream he saw, man, was the destruction of this kingdom, man. Okay, it was the destruction of the kingdom of America. Well, that's or Babylon the Great, or Rome the Second, whatever you want to call it. He saw this destruction occurring in this time period, and it bugged him out. All right, and he called on Daniel to break it down, which Daniel was able to do, and in that case, he's a bugged out nigga, man. He Nebuchadnezzar was tripping, to keep it real. Salakia, here's chapter 5, or verse 5. I saw a dream which made me afraid, and the thoughts upon my bed and the visions of my head troubled me. Therefore made I a decree to bring all the wise men of Babylon before me, that they might make known unto me the interpretation of the dream. So, like in the second chapter, when he gathers all of his wise men and to tell him about this dream, and then he pretty much condemns them to death. So and Daniel was the last one to come to him, who broke it down. Then came in the magicians and the astrologers and the Chaldeans, okay, and the soothsayers, and I told the dream before them, but they did not make known unto me the interpretation thereof. But at last Daniel came in before me, whose name was Belteshazzar, according to the name of my God. Okay, and I'm gonna assume that he was not following Yahweh Shem Yahushua. All right, he was not praying unto Yahweh. The Babylonians had their own God. All right, in whom is the spirit of the holy Yahweh, because I'm not going to say that it was the gods, because that's some coonery. But anyway, he had the spirit of Yahweh in him. All right, he knew that he had the spirit of Yahweh in him. Okay, he had the spirit on him. And before I told the dream, saying, "Oh, Belteshazzar, master of magicians, because I know that the spirit of the holy Yahweh is in thee, and no secrets trouble thee, tell me, okay, the visions of my dreams that I have seen, and the interpretation thereof. Thus were the visions of mine head in my bed. I saw and beheld a tree in the midst of the earth, and the height of thereof was great." So he saw a big ass tree. All right, and that big ass tree, we're gonna read on and kind of break down what that big ass tree is. All right, I got a couple steps to go into, and then I'm gonna continue to read this chapter. The tree grew and was strong, and the height thereof reached into the heavens, okay, and the sight thereof to all the end of the earth. All right, got two steps I'm gonna hit real quick. Ezekiel 31 is one of them. Ezekiel 31 and 3. Salakia. All right. Behold, the Assyrian was a cedar in Lebanon, with fair branches, with a shadowing shroud, and the high stature as the high tops was among the thick boughs or burrows. I'm not sure how you say that word, but I think it's boughs, which would basically be the treetops. I have to look it up, but I'm assuming that that's the treetops with thick leaves or something of that manner. I'll look it up and get into it. So let me go back to Daniel's 11 and read that again. And the tree grew and was strong, and the height thereof reached unto the heavens, and the sight thereof and the ends of the all earth, of all the earth. Okay, and that tree is these Edomites' nation, man. You know, that tree would grow from Babylon to the Media Persia, or Median Persia, to Greece, to Rome, to what the times we're in now, which is NATO, the EU, America, running things, man. Okay, that's that big ass tree, that influence. They run everything. So let me get this other set out of Ezekiel real quick, or Salakia. I already hit that one. This is Isaiah 10 and 5, okay? And to let you know, man, that tree is representation of these Edomites' kingdom and Esau in general, man, okay? The Assyrian, okay? The rod of mine anger and the staff in their hand is my indignation, all right? So that's righteous judgment. You Edomites, you Assyrians, you Babylonians, you Grecians, you Romans, okay? Y'all are all, for the most part, y'all are Edom, all right? Y'all Caesars and this, that, who ran this and run this, and then government and this and that. Y'all are Edom, man, okay? Y'all are nothing but the rod of Yahweh, man, okay? Which the scriptures speak of that rod being broken, man, in these times, all right? And Yahweh Shem Yahushua, he's going to break that rod, man. He's going to break it right over your own ass, man. All right? Because Esau, your kingdom is done, and we about to get into that. All right? The leaves thereof were fair, and the fruit thereof much, and it was meat for all. And the beast of the field, and the shadow had shadow under it, and the fowls of the heavens dwelt in it, in the burrows there, which is, I believe, again, is the treetops. Like I said, I'll look that word up. Thereof, and all the flesh was fed of it. Okay, so y'all feed the whole world, man. Your influence is worldwide. Everybody feeds off the tree of America, man, which is coming to an end, might I add. But for the longest time, everybody has fed off of that tree of Babylon, man, of you Grecians, of you Romans. Y'all the same people, man. Okay, for the most part. All right. Y'all have taken refuge under the shade of the NATO, the EU, America, whatever it may be. You Edomites, man, y'all that tree, and everybody always running to y'all, man, including Jake. Unfortunately, you niggas, man, you natives and Negroes and Hispanics, you all run to Esau, man. Whenever some shit is real, you run to Esau before you look for your own people. So let me go on here. So this is 13. I saw in the visions of my head upon my bed in his sleep, and beheld a watcher, and a holy one came down from the heaven. All right. And he cried aloud and said thus, hew down the tree, okay, and cut off his branches, and shake off his leaves, and scatter his fruit. Let the beast get away from under it, and the fowls from his branches. So he said, hew down the tree. How about Shemi Al-Shai decided he was going, he said it was cut down this tree, man. Cut off his branches, shake off his leaves, right? Let the beast be away from it, be from under it. Let the fowls from his branches, right? So what's he saying? Get the fuck out of America, man. Get the fuck out of that system. Don't fuck with them. And you can see that's a concept that's taken hold, that's taken root worldwide, man. You got the Brexit going on, and those are Edomites, and they don't want nothing to do with this weak ass system anymore. They want to be out on their own, which the whole world is going to follow suit. And these Edomites in America, all right, which is really Babylon the Great, the second go around of Rome, is going to be through. Okay, because how about Shemi Al-Shai? He wrote it, man. He commanded, cut down the tree, shake off the branches, all right, leave it bare. Nevertheless, leave a stump of his roots in the earth, even with the band of irons and brass and tender grass of the fields, and let it be wet with the dew of heaven, and let his portion be with the beast of the grass of earth. Now, more or less, man, that's you Edomites going into fucking slavery, man. Okay? At that point in time, Nebuchadnezzar was bound to be bugged the fuck out. But let him be with the beast of the earth. But you Edomites gonna be out there with the beast, man. All right, y'all Edomites gonna be out there with the beast, man. And you're fucking in the kingdom, man. Y'all gonna be fucking slaves, man. You heathens too. Y'all gonna be slaves, man. Building up the kingdom of heaven. Y'all gonna be the new Kunta Kintes, man. We're gonna be calling y'all by fucking bywords, man. Okay. Let his heart be changed from the man's, to let a beast heart be given unto him, and let it pass 7 times. Shalaki, let me go to just jump down to 17 real quick. And this matter is by the decree of the watchers, all right, the decree of the Israelites, who've been telling y'all that this is bound to happen, this is bound to come. Y'all ain't got really no choice in the matter. How about Shemi Al-Shai has written it, man, in this book, okay? And the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and giveth it to whomsoever he will, and setteth up over the beast, and setteth up over it the basis of man. Okay, you Edomites are the basis of man. Okay, and how about Shemi Al-Shai has the ability to give the kingdom to whoever he wants. All right, he can give it to, he can give it to this person, or give it to that person, or make this person the king, or make that person the king. All right, or make this person the king. All right, we don't have no real control in the matter, man. It's all through His will. It don't have shit to do with how you feel about it, because the Lord don't deal with persons, man. All right, He deals with people as a nation. He don't give a fuck if your righteousness is this, that, or this, that, or this, that, or your wickedness is this, that, this, that. He gonna destroy you. He gonna set you up. You know, that's what it is. All right. All you can do is hope that you are righteous enough that you get to have this and that. Pray every day that you get this and that, and that's it. Outside of that, man, what do you have? Faith is everything. Okay. He had to show these niggas, and he's gonna show Salaki. He had to show them then that he was the king, and he'll show them again that he's the king. He's gonna show these proud ass Edomites and these heathens again that he's the king. He'll give the kingdom to whoever, Salakia, to whomsoever he pleases. Okay. I got a sip on this. Hold on 1 second. Let me get Proverbs. Bear with me. It's Proverbs 21:1. Okay. And the king's heart is in the hand of the Yahweh as the rivers of the water. He turneth Salakia. This is Proverbs 21:1. I'm not sure if I said that already. But the king's heart is in the hand of the Yahweh as the rivers of the water. He turneth it whichsoever way he will. All right. So like I was saying, man, Yahweh has control over everything. Yahweh Basham Yahushai, he running shit. This is his thing. All right. You know, we don't get to run this thing, man. We just in the race. You know, all right. We just here for this reason or that. You know, all we can do is do this work and hope that we're doing it to his standard, because this is his thing. Shalaki, give me 1 second. Salakia, the heathen was rolling past. I'm on the deck right now, so you know I ain't trying to cast no pearls to the swine, strictly for Israel. So I'm trying to remember where I was at. I was just about to hit just gonna go to Romans real quick. And hit Romans 9, which more or less, man, this whole chapter this is letters of Paul, man. All right, so I'll just start at 1, and it says, I say the truth in Christ, okay, in the Mashiach, I lie not, okay, my conscience also bearing me witness to the Holy Ghost, all right, that I have a great heaviness and continual sorrow in my heart, all right, and I'm gonna hold a later chapter on this, or later, in Romans 11:1. All right, it speaks on how it says, I have said, I say, then hath God cast away his people? Okay, has he cast away the Israelites? All right, I got the answer for you. God forbid. All right, for I am also an Israelite of the seed of Abraham, of the tribe of Benjamin. All right, that's just to let you know, man, that the kingdom is for Israel, man, strictly for Israel. Salakia, wind blew my pages. Man, all right. Man, I totally lost my place. Give me a second, Akim. Bear with me. Okay, this is where I was at. Like, I had just read Romans 10 and 11. Sorry. I had a heathen come right onto the deck next to me. I wasn't trying to, this is my place of living, man. I ain't trying to have no niggas reporting me for teaching this truth. Anyway, I ain't worried about it. I'm gonna say, okay, so the Lord, so it says, Romans, oh, that shit gone. All right, so Romans 10 and 11, like I was saying. I say then, hath God cast away his people? God forbid, for I am also an Israelite of the seed of Abraham, of the tribe of Benjamin. Okay, like a lot of brothers, man, who are of that man. My shit trying to blow away. Hold on, I can still lock me. Trying to let none of my stuff blow away here. All right, there we go. That's better. Um, the point being, man, that the kingdom is going from Esau to Israel, man. Okay. In my last video, I hit that point that there's this there's a transfer, there's a kingdom transfer going on where the kingdom's being transferred from Esau to Jake. All right, and it ain't gonna be a pretty transfer, man. It's gonna be ugly. It's gonna be a whole lot of killing and murdering and raping involved, and it is what it is. It's written. This ain't really nothing you can do to get around it. Keep reading. Uh, for I wish that myself were accursed from the Mashiach for my brethren, my kinsmen, according to the flesh. So I actually just watched a video from the brothers in London, man. Just basically the point being that you can't be from outside of the tribe of Israel and then be like, well, I'm an Israelite. Okay, you got to be born an Israelite. This is something that the Israelites are gonna get the kingdom. All right. And nobody else. Ain't nobody else gonna be ruling with us in the kingdom or ruling alongside us in the kingdom. It's gonna be Israel and Israel by themselves, man. All right, it ain't gonna be Israel and Moab, or Israel and Ammon, or Israel and one of the other heathen nations. This is gonna be Israel and Israel alone, man. That is set up in rulership through the flesh, man, through the Father's flesh. Okay, your mother don't have shit to do with this. All right, that's scriptural. Anything else that you teaching is not biblical, it's not scriptural, and it's not accurate. Okay, if you believe in the scriptures, if you believe in God, then that's not scriptural. To say that you take your heritage through your mother, that's utterly not scriptural. And here's 4. And who are Israelites, to whom pertaineth the adoption, so who belong to, all right, belong to the adoption of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, and the glory, and the covenants, and the giving of the law, and the service of Yahweh, and the promises, okay? Those promises is the promise of the kingdom. Okay, those promises belong to Israel. They don't belong to no other nations. All right? And really, man, that's kind of just more or less the gist of this, man. You Edomites, you ain't getting into the kingdom, man. All right, you other dudes, vocab, none of you Edomite clowns that wanna get on the scriptures and try to and maybe well versed, and that's great, but you don't understand the scriptures for real. You don't understand what the scriptures are really saying. All right. You Edomites ain't getting into the kingdom, and you heathen. Well, you going to the kingdom, but you going in chains. That's pretty much it, along with the heathens. That's all you getting out of the kingdom. Everything else is not, it's not cracking like that. The kingdom is promised to Jake. I just read that. And really, with that, man, that was more or less what I had on this lesson. I hope that this lesson was edifying, okay? To the brothers out there pushing the truth, man, and truth and sincerity. Y'all brothers keep pushing. Shalom Akim, and that's pretty much it, man. Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah Barakatha. Shalom.